Howdy, my name is Tara and I hope you're having a terrific day today. And if you are not, this video is about to make your day just a little bit better. One of the best banners has just released in Tales of Crestoria, and today I hope to give you the foresight in whether you should or should not pull on the Maid banner. The Maid banner has presented us with extremely powerful SSR variants of Rita and Kohaku. And a looming question in the background is this banner just here to bait us out before the next limited X summons banner? Please consider subscribing and liking if you do end up enjoying this video, and you can always check me out on my Twitch, found in the description below. We will begin by talking about Maidrita's Memoria Stone, which in my opinion is one of the most powerful Memoria Stones for the Earth element. Maidrita's Memoria Stone gives a great health value of 10,000 and an attack value of 1,800. And this is in an element that is almost always having defensively built Memoria Stones. The Memoria skill increases Mystic Art damage by a whopping 56%, and while overshadowed by crit damage Memoria Stones, it's still a pretty great option on characters such as Cress, who deal massive damage with their Mystic Arts. I would consider Maidrita to be one of those characters that I would actually consider keeping her Memoria Stone over using it to awaken her character. Unless you're fortunate enough to have pulled Summer Vague, for example, who has a crit damage Memoria Stone, it's just Maidrita has a pretty dang good Memoria Stone for damage dealing. As a character, Maidrita is one of the best for the arena. She is an arts type character who fits within the earth element perfectly, having low health and attack with a super high defense stat of 3,400. Her passive skill provides 8% attack increase to all allies and a 4% chance to reset the cooldown of arts after use for earth allies. When it comes to the arena, having an art reset can drastically increase your chances of winning. For example, her first art is capable of hitting all enemies on a turn count of 3 with a 40% chance of inflicting those enemies with debilitated for 3 turns. For those that do not know what debilitated does, an enemy afflicted by the status element will actually receive 20% more damage. If an art such as Blade Roll were to reset, it would almost guarantee a win in the arena. In addition, Maidrita's Mystic Art takes her cleaving to a whole new level by having another ability that is able to hit all enemies and generate 8 hits for each enemy on an overlimit cost of 190. Now on to the downside of Maidrita, and that is unfortunately that she just doesn't have much utility outside of the arena, which makes her a fairly niche character. She is one of the best arena characters though, and that cannot be understated. She is an arts type character, meaning you can easily pair her up with arena powerhouses such as Savid or Douse. Now, before we talk about the most notable character on this banner, let us first talk about her Memoria Stone. Maid Kohaku's Memoria Stone is strictly made for providing health, with a health stat value of 19,000 and a Memoria skill that gives 27% health increase to fire allies. This just gives a massive amount of health, far beyond most Memoria Stones in the game. But the only downside is that Maid Kohaku as a character just makes this stone easy fodder. Ever since Maid Kohaku has been teased, everyone has been freaking out over her for a very good reason. She is squishy, but has a fantastic attack stat of 3,600. Her passive skill, if you're inclined to well for her, is insane, giving 5% attack to allies at 20 hits and 20% additional attack to fire allies at 20 hits. With her high attack stat and offensively orientated passive skill, she is orientated perfectly for nuking. However, she is much more than just a nuker. Her first art, Divine Saber, while not having a high attack ratio, generates a whopping 27 hits and decreases an enemy's defense by 10% for 2 turns on a 5-turn count. When I first saw this art, it took a while for me to process that much hit generation on a single target art. I just knew it had to have some kind of high turn count, and it turned out to have a turn count of 5. Onto her second art, Healing Circle, mimics that of another character known as Norma's Healing by healing all allies by 20%. Maid Kohaku actually has an upside though. Her heal is on a turn count of 4 rather than 5, making it strictly better than Norma's. Lastly, her Mystic Art wraps up her incredibly diverse kit by providing a massive nuke possessing 380% attack ratio and a 170 overlimit gauge cost. Kohaku is the best hybrid character by far, having healing, hit generation, and capable of finishing, all within the same kit. If you know anything about guild boost, there's an option to buy a guild boost that gives plus 10 to the overlimit gauge at the start of battle. And this makes her capable of getting a third turn Mystic Art in all content. She can also benefit greatly from the SR passive skills of Bruiser and Gaius, which together gives her an additional 49% attack once a 20 hit is achieved. She's honestly just an excellent raid unit and one that is very hard to pass up on the chance of getting right now. For my closing remarks, in my opinion, this is the best banner we have seen other than Douse since launch. I went ahead and did 50 summons myself on this banner, which I will show how my pulls went in a future video. The reason I did 50 instead of 100 is due to the fact that the Maid banner is running for 2 weeks, and it is already speculated that the next X summons banner will take place next week. I definitely recommend to try pulling for these units, and specifically try to pull for Maid Kohaku. Let me know down in the comments what you think about the Maid banner and whether you will be pulling on this banner, or maybe you have already pulled on it. As always, please be sure to like and subscribe if you do want to see more content just like this. And if you want more discussion in the meantime, head over to my Discord or check me out sometime on Twitch in the description. Bye-bye now.